Okay, let's dive into this explainer. Today, we are unpacking a massive tech intersection that is literally physically reshaping our world. We're going to distinguish silicon minds from synthetic limbs. Basically, we're breaking down the complex and sometimes confusing relationship between artificial intelligence and robotics.
So, let's kick things off with a massive question that honestly still causes a lot of confusion. Are AI and robots the exact same thing? You know, Hollywood constantly blurs these two buzzwords together, right? They package a walking, talking metal machine and just call it AI. But are the mind and the machine truly a single entity? Well, the answer is a definitive, loud no. No way. They are absolutely not the same thing. While artificial intelligence and robotics do work together seamlessly in modern tech, they represent completely different parts of the technology equation. Mixing them up is kind of like confusing the invisible driver with the physical car itself. Today, we're going to pull them apart so you can see exactly how each distinct piece functions. Section 1, Mind versus Machine, breaking down the big tech confusion. We're going to use a really simple biological analogy here to separate the software from the hardware.
And this brilliantly illustrates our core metaphor. Think about the difference between your own invisible thoughts and your physical body. Think about the complex neurological routing required in your brain just to decide to pick up a glass of water, compared to the actual muscular execution carried out by your arm. Technology works the exact same way. On one side, we have silicon minds, representing AI, and on the other, synthetic limbs, representing robotics. Let's explore that cognitive side first.
Section 2, Meet the Silicon Mind, the invisible brain. For this part, we are going to look exclusively at the brain part of the equation.
So, artificial intelligence, or our silicon mind, is the invisible software and data processing that solves problems without a physical body. I really want to emphasize that word, invisible. AI is entirely data-driven. It relies on machine learning models and neural networks living on servers, out in the cloud, or on edge computing chips. Just like the thoughts inside your head, you cannot actually see an artificial intelligence. You only witness the results of its processing.
Try to imagine doing complex math right now, just in your head. Your brain is doing all the heavy lifting, but it isn't physically moving a pencil across a piece of paper, right? It's like a complex system analyzing millions of medical images to spot a microscopic anomaly. That cognitive engine processes massive data sets, recognizes patterns, and finds the answer almost instantly. But it doesn't hold the scalpel. It does all the analytical work without ever executing a physical action.
Section 3, Meet the Synthetic Limb, the moving body. Now we are shifting our focus from invisible processing to the tangible, physical world.
Robotics represents the synthetic limb. This is the physical hardware. We're talking about the actuators, the sensors, the kinematics built specifically to execute movements and interact with the real world. A robot is the physical machine itself. The gears, the servo motors, the synthetic joints. Basically, if you can physically touch it, or if it physically manipulates its environment, you are dealing with robotics.
So, contrasting our previous math analogy, think of your hand moving a pencil. Your hand does the moving, sure, but the hand itself doesn't know the answer to the math problem. That's exactly what a robot is without AI. Whether it's a robotic arm assembling a microchip or grasping a surgical tool, it doesn't inherently know what it's building. It's simply executing complex, pre-programmed mechanics. It's a highly capable physical tool strictly following instructions, entirely devoid of independent reasoning.
Section 4, When Minds Meet Limbs, the ultimate combination. So, the crucial point is right here. This is the real aha moment, when these two distinct technologies finally merge.
Let's look at what happens when these fields operate independently versus when they combine. First up, just AI, our silicon mind. Think of a computer chess program. It thinks brilliantly, but it can't physically move a pawn across the board. Next, just a robot, our synthetic limb. Picture a mechanical factory arm. It lifts tons of steel continuously, moves perfectly, but it can't think or adapt to an unexpected obstacle. But row 3, when we combine them, mind plus limb, we get things like a self-driving delivery rover. The rover uses AI vision to navigate complex sidewalks and its robotic drivetrain to physically carry the package to your door. It does both.
To sum it up, a smart robot is simply a synthetic limb being driven by a silicon mind. When you see an advanced humanoid robot self-correcting its balance during a backflip, you are literally watching real-time spatial AI, calculating the precise physics, while the robotic actuators execute the physical movement. It's a seamless, incredible partnership between invisible processing and mechanical execution.
Section 5, Why the Difference Matters. Understanding our technological future. Knowing this distinction is absolutely crucial because it makes you a much smarter consumer of future technology.
Let's recap these takeaways. AI is the invisible software, the mind. Robotics is the physical hardware, the limb, and they can exist separately or work together. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how easily you can now spot the difference out in the real world. By understanding this boundary, you can cut right through the tech hype. You'll know immediately if an innovation is changing how machines think or just changing how machines move.
So, here is my challenge to you. Look around. Look at your classroom, your smart home gadgets, or the industrial tech in your city. Is your smartphone's voice assistant just a mind, or does it control a physical limb? What about your automated climate control systems, or that robotic vacuum wandering around your living room? Keep asking these questions, apply this mind-body framework to the innovations you see every day, and hey, thanks so much for joining me on this explainer.